here for us.
You have the golden boot stuff, right, Connor? The picks.
Do you have what we picked too?
Oh, I didn't look at the award predictions, just the bold ones. But
I
look it
didn't
up.
know if that was on
Yeah,
the same.
Pull up what we'll do is we'll go bold standings, and then we'll go to
Golden boot.
golden boot and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm just tallying up some points here. But we're going already. What's up, everybody? I didn't realize you hit record. Gosh.
No, you can.
Yeah, we'll just cut it out.
Yeah.
I don't cut the beginning out of the videos. I like people to see how natural everything is. But what's going on?
A little bit.
Oh, I could if I wanted to, but I'm not going to, because who wants to take away the fun of these types of conversations, right? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Designated Players Podcast. We are your hosts back again. The playoffs are set. Regular season done. Teams are eliminated. Teams squeaked in. Records were set. Philly, congratulations on your first supporter shield. You're welcome, because obviously Red Bull did it for you by beating Toronto yesterday. Yeah, I'll say yesterday. It wasn't last night. No, it's obviously a joke, but basically what we're going to do today is we're just going to go back through our prediction that we made way back in episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4-ish, somewhere around in that range. And we're going to go ahead and react and see how close we were. Spoiler alert, not that close. Granted, we made these predictions before injuries and before teams got moved around and all this stuff, but
For COVID too. Before that all took
all
off.
that stuff, and then that wasn't even like in the rearview mirror when we were doing this, but yeah, we continued our natural trend of being awful at predictions, and we'll go through and we'll tell you just how bad we were. But before we do all that, as we always do, you got to hit us with a little bit of scarf of the week. Julin Lee. What you got?
Oh, I forgot to change the name.
What do you got?
Yeah, it's here. It's here.
There it is. All right.
Season 2, we're getting Connor a new scarf. I swear.
Yeah, we have to.
I'll get one scarf for every season.
He's just gonna get another Atlanta scarf, though. That's the issue.
No, I won't. I'll get something different.
Get the Designated Players Podcast.
Maybe
Something to work on in the winter.
that's gonna be like season 5 before that comes out.
Nah.
I'm telling you, if we hit 100 subscribers across all platforms, so Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of those, and we hit 100 all the way across, we should do one just as like a celebration. We'll make like 5 and give them away.
Sure.
So I think that's what we should do. So if you're listening to this, go give us a follow everywhere on social media and where you get your podcast, because we're about to do some cool stuff and you don't want to miss out. Adam, what do you got?
I don't think I've brought this one on before. It's my USA Trinidad match scarf that I think my brother got for me when he was in Portland. I don't remember.
It looks like that's the California scarf, right?
I don't know where I got it. I'll be honest. I was looking at it before, and it's definitely not a game I've been to. So my brother or one of my friends have gotten it for me. But yeah.
All right. And I am rocking the first scarf I ever got, because this is what I wore yesterday when Red Bull climbed up into 6th place, got out of that play-in round, and is poised to take on a Columbus team that is just a little out of form. We're not going to talk about next week's games, I think, right? It's next week, or do they get a week off?
I think they have a week off. Let me check.
If they have a week off, that means next week we're talking. Yeah, it's international break.
Yep.
Yeah, so next week. So next week we'll go in and dive in on all that stuff. But this week we are reacting to our awful predictions. And we're actually going to go out of order. I know what you guys are probably thinking. What are the standing predictions we did? No. We made some very bold predictions at the start of this season. We want to know how close were we to getting those right. Scarf of the week over there. Why don't you start us off with our first bold prediction? There he is.
Okay. Yeah, I was looking up our golden boot picks.
That's coming later. That's coming later.
Yeah. All right. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to do this like one prediction at a time per person, or go
Just
through
read the
one
prediction.
person?
I think if you read the prediction and we go ahead and say, this is what we said for that. Or I guess you could like phrase it like, who did we say to win, or something. I don't know. Surprise me.
Read it out, but don't tell us who picked
Yeah,
it.
take
I
a
want to see if
guess
I
at
can
who it
actually
was.
remember what I said.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Okay. All right. RBNY top 5.
Well, that's Andrew.
That was me.
It
And I
was you.
did I say they were gonna? No, I told them I said they were gonna. That was my bold prediction. I didn't even put them in my predictions. That's funny. I was close.
Yeah, you were close.
I was close. 6. They always do this, man. They always put out a crap team and find a way to get that top 5, top 6 spot. I don't know, man. I just don't know.
Yeah, we'll give you a point for close.
I'll take a point for close, 2 for spot on.
Okay, next one. So this one was originally something else, and then became or this was the pre-thought. So originally they
This is
said
yours. Okay, I get it.
Cavallini more than 25 goals.
Shit, that's me.
And then it became wait, no, Polito.
Yeah, and then it became Alan Polito,
That
25
didn't happen
goals.
either. That's still me. It's a little hard to do that when he only plays like 13 games in the season because he's injured, but I was still impressed with what I saw from him. So if he stays healthy, maybe I'll say that again next year.
All right, next one. LA Galaxy finish ahead of LAFC.
I don't think that's me.
Definitely not me.
Is it? I don't know.
Mean you?
It's got to be you then, right?
No, it was you.
Yeah,
Was it
that's
really?
an
Andrew?
Andrew pick right there.
Oh,
You-
goodness.
I don't want to spoil things going into the next standings, but
I don't want to show my face for that. My goodness, that's bad.
you can look up what your standings predictions were, and you could see that that's what you did.
Yeah, so I thought that too, but then I went back and I said Red Bull were going to finish top 5, and I put them at 6.
Okay, next one. FCC to the playoffs.
All right, that's definitely not me. I was hyped about FCC, but it wasn't me.
100% not me.
Yeah,
Connor.
it was me.
It had to be Connor.
So
Yeah.
that worked.
That one did not pan out. Not at all. Not even close.
You will learn eventually FCC don't win games.
You
So
think
what
I'd
we're
learn?
saying is FCC to MLS Cup next year.
No.
This next one, I think it should count. I think this is pretty much almost spot on. FCC to the quarters of the U.S. Open Cup.
That was you. I remember this. That was you. Or no, was that me? That was me. I
It was
remember
you.
this. Yes, that was me.
And
Okay,
I think the
counting that as-
performance in MLS is back
Yeah.
is good enough for that.
I'll concede the point for there.
Yeah. All right, next one. Colorado top 3.
Oh, what's up, Hype Train?
Nailed it. They weren't far off, in fairness, but
They were awfully far off, weren't they?
they're fifth place.
They're
Are
fifth.
they got all the way up to 5th?
Mhm.
My
Dude,
goodness.
I told you those games in hand. I mean, they didn't play all of them, but like,
Yeah, I don't know if it would have changed. I'm curious to know who they didn't play. Like maybe they just played the easy teams and got lucky.
yeah, I don't know. I know,
But
that
it doesn't
the last
matter
one
because they
was-
got 5th and you were pretty close.
Yeah,
You were
I'll
close
take
there.
that.
All right, next one. Chicharito flopping.
Adam? What's
No,
up?
that was mine actually.
Was it really?
Yeah, I think Adam agreed with me, but
Yeah, he
that
definitely-
was my last bold prediction was Chicharito flopping.
Yeah, I mean, I think you get like.
Is that really bold, though? Was that really bold?
I think so.
I guess a little bit. It wasn't like completely out of the park.
At the
but-
time, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. At the time, it was probably like, ooh.
I think you should get like 10 points for that one.
Yeah, that one worked out pretty well. All right.
Because that wasn't just a flop. That was colossal just
I mean,
that was really bad.
failure.
if you pay the three of us $9 million, we almost have as many goals combined as he did for the Galaxy. We're only one or two short.
Okay, next one. Miami top 5.
Oh, what's up? I know who this is.
Yeah.
This was not good. I'm surprised y'all even made the playoffs.
I'm not, but that's
Considering that 10 of 14 teams, yeah, you're right. I probably
That's-
shouldn't be shocked.
Right. That wasn't a surprise because of Miami. That was a surprise because there are other teams that are worse.
That were somehow worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some pretty bad teams.
And
down there.
I'm not saying they would have finished fifth, but I still look back to those first few games where, like, the red card against DC, the VAR decision, like those few couple games where decisions kind of changed it. Like,
For sure, yeah.
those are points that probably could have brought them to 8th at least.
Ninth.
Yeah, like not between 8 and 9.
So up one.
Up one spot.
Yeah.
All right, and then the last one. I saved the best for last, of course. Zardes Golden Boot.
Oh, stop it.
It was so close.
So close.
I'll take tied for second. That's not bad. No, nothing for that.
No, I'm not giving you that. I'm sorry. I just no, just a big no, big no.
You're just a hater.
Sure, something like that.
All right. Well, that was the bold predictions.
All right. So
Good stuff.
there were some good ones. But, I'm going to be honest with you. That was not awful. We were pretty close.
Except for one of them.
Except for one.
Galaxy over the LAFC.
Yeah,
I mean, listen. All right. Let's just move on. I can't. So I'm sitting here thinking of a way to defend that.
You can't.
Like, I can't. I just there's no physical way that I think what it was. We made these predictions after we watched CCL, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, LAFC didn't
So
look
we saw
good.
Blackman be awful at right back. We're like, oh man, they're done. Game over. And then they're like, oh wait, never mind.
Yeah. What happens next year when the Galaxy don't pay the $20 million for Pavone and it's literally Chicharito standing up top by himself? Like, you guys gonna give me the ball? Anyone? Hello?
That's bad. That's gonna be really bad.
Right? Like,
Goodness me. Yeah, that's. I'm nervous for LA, but I feel like they're gonna bring in a ton of players. Like they're gonna use that money that they could have spent on one player and just go buy, 11 Alex Mouilles and win every game 9-0.
just to put it into context, they won 2 more games than Cincinnati did. Just putting it out there.
Yikes.
just not good.
Yeah, that's like hot garbage. And we saw them. They got blown out by Vancouver at the end of the year.
Hey man, Vancouver's got the best player in the league on their team.
Who does Vancouver have in there?
Ali Adnan.
Thank you, Connor.
Oh, I thought you were being serious for a second. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's the only one on that team with any sort of talent because anytime someone remembers how to kick a ball, Vancouver go, all right, well, we're selling you.
That's fair.
So Ali Adnan will be gone by next season. That's what you're saying.
Hey, I would take him at Miami. I'm sure Andrew would take him at Red Bull.
Absolutely not. I've got
What?
Segrist playing left back, okay? Speaking of, before we move on to these things, did you see the players FCC let go today?
No.
Oh, my God. Remember how they were so hyped to sign CM De Jong from PSV?
Oh, yeah.
They let him go. They declined his contract.
Yeah,
Is Locadia
that was
still
kind
there?
of surprising.
Is who?
Locadia.
Lacadia's still there. Kubo's still there. They had contracts that were guaranteed, but Kendall Waston also got denied.
Yeah,
I mean,
they let go of like the whole back line. Garza,
Oh man, yeah, they're
Deplanye.
like both of their goalkeepers are gone. It's going to be a brand new. So this is why if I'm gonna be completely honest, and this is obviously way in the future, I'm really excited for what an FCC team that Stam actually has control over will look like. So I'm looking at the cuts now. Garza's gone. Waston's gone. So out of contract was Gutman, who's going to go back to Scotland. Nick Hagland, Spencer Ritchie, and Teton. Then they denied the contracts of Rashwan Daly, who I've never heard of, CM De Jong, Deplania, Garza, Joe Gao, Bobby Edwards, Tommy McCabe, Jimmy McLaughlin, Hassam and Dom, which means welcome back to Red Bull 2, brother. Ray Ortiz, Caleb Stanko, and Kendall Watson. But they're currently negotiating with Gutman, Hagland, Stanko, Titan, and Joe Gao. So it is going to be a brand new – they have 15 players on roster right now. 2 goalkeepers who have never played a game for FCC. And their back line, they're still bringing back Peterson. They're bringing back Van der Werf, who I think was hurt most of the year. Or if he wasn't, he was awful. But you're going to see brand new defenders. See, the attack's going to be relatively the same, but Jaap Stam is going to have somebody to control it at least. He's going to be able to make a decision instead of being just handed a dumpster fire, which is very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
So what you're telling me is the team that won 4 games this year now is rebuilding an entire back line from scratch going in next season. Sweet. Can't wait. Can I make my bold prediction right now?
It's going to be even worse next year.
Well, here's the thing. They have a lot more time to work on it, right? They're not bringing in a coach to try and fix it on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, just myself here, it is going to bear better fruit than what we thought.
Can I make my bold prediction for next year?
No.
FCC to win 5 games. So improvement, but they still suck.
You're wilding out here. All right. Should we get into these conference predictions? Because
we can.
They're
You don't have to.
They're really bad.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. Just a disclaimer, because I know we talked about it before and I said I wasn't going to do it. I have removed Nashville from any standings because it was very difficult to determine who had the best predictions with the conference standings.
Yeah.
So the way we do things here, guys, as you may know, I know Connor knows, we do this for the Premier League every year. We make our predictions at the end of the year. We come back and we review them, and we talk about them, and we explain kind of why we put people where they were. And we do a point system to see how well we did. So you got 3 points for getting one dead spot on. You get 2 points for getting one within one place, and then you get 1 point for getting one within 2 places. Anything else is 0 points. In the Premier League, we do if you get the champion, the Champions League spots, Europa League spots, whatever, but we don't have any of those here. So we're just going to go based off of spot on, +1, -1, +2, -2. So, I led off this whole thing with explaining why we put teams where they were, and I would just be amiss if I didn't make our good friend Connor Wright explain who he had winning the Eastern Conference. Should we go to the top or should we start at the bottom?
Start at the bottom.
Let's start at the bottom. Connor, I'll save you for a little bit, okay? For those of you who haven't seen Connor's predictions, you can go ahead, pause it, take a look back at episode 4, I believe, which is our Eastern Conference predictions. Go take a look at that. You're going to want to. Starting at the bottom, who finished in dead last? Once again, our good friends, Dumpster Fire FC. And the only reason I'm calling them that is because Adam predicted it.
That's what their name is.
And you can't turn away from it.
Their colors are literally blue and orange. They have the colors of a dumpster fire.
You're wild.
FCC
Bold of you to assume it's a blue dumpster.
That is fair. That's pretty colorist of you. Dumpster colorist.
Yeah, I'm over it.
So I'm looking through here. Adam, we already know why you put them down that low. Connor, you put Montreal dead last.
Because I'm smart.
Why'd you put Montreal last, Connor?
I thought that it was going to take Henry a little bit longer to adjust with everything. And on paper, I didn't really see someone who was going to be like a lethal goal threat. So I was worried about them scoring goals, which meant that it was going to rely on the defense. And I was not sold on the defense either.
Dude,
So
what
that's
do
why
you
I went with
mean?
them.
Safir Taider is gonna bang in so many. Oh wait, he's gone. Oops.
It's going to be interesting for them next year because they're losing Louis Binks, and Rod Fanny is going to turn 57, and it's going to be a whole mess.
I think Thierry's going to have to go play for his own team.
Terry could probably play with Rod Fanny right now and just step
yeah.
on the field and do whatever he wants.
You know, Thierry puts on the boots of practice and just.
Oh yeah, and just destroys kids. Yeah. I put Orlando dead last because there was a little part of me that wanted Orlando to continue being awful, but kind of for the same reason Connor put Montreal last. I thought Pareja was going to need a little bit more time with a bad locker room to turn that thing around. That's usually a couple-year transition to get a whole team bought into what you want to do. And he has just done so phenomenally well with that. I can't even stress how good he has done with that team. And we've tweeted it, we've talked about it a little bit, but man, being able to go in a shortened season where you're not really allowed to spend a lot of time with everybody, just so good. So hats off, Mr. Pareja. Well done. We go from there. 12th spot. Connor, you had Chicago. Adam put Orlando. I put FCC. So we kind of covered the Orlando and the FCC spot. Connor, what's up with the Chicago pick?
Well, in fairness, I was not that far off.
No, you weren't that far off. But what were your thought process behind it?
I know that they brought in a bunch of new guys this year, so it's a little bit of a rebuild. There's a lot of instances where if you bring in a bunch of new guys, it takes a little bit for them to start to get going. And then once COVID hit as well, that just like put a hard stop on them trying to build any chemistry, and they had to just restart all over again. Not really an opportunity to continuously build this chemistry and get more experience with each other and playing with each other. But I do like some of the players that they have, and I think that they can definitely improve next season.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think I dropped them pretty low too, to be fair. But yeah, I think for me, I had them in 11th. I thought they were just I thought it would take a little bit longer, but I think Beric is a very good signing. I think he's very Nemanja Nikolic-like. We've talked about that. But I'm excited to see what happens with a full season under their belt, what their new signings can really do. And I think they're going to have really good success next year. I'm kind of hoping they sneak into one of those bottom playoff spots because I like Chicago. You can't really hate Chicago, right? What other ones stand out here? So in 11th place, like I mentioned, I had Chicago. Adam, you had Montreal. Connor had FCC. Connor, FCC a little bit higher than most. What's your thought process there?
You know, I was trying to be optimistic for them, and I've lost all hope for that. And I will not make that same mistake next year.
Rookie mistake.
It is a rookie mistake.
To be
Trusting
fair,
FCC.
We're all rookies on the podcast this year, so we got a little bit.
Yes, but not when it comes to watching FCC.
That's fair. This is where it starts to get a little bit interesting. 10th, Orlando, Chicago, Montreal. So all kind of relatively normal picks there. That was Connor, Adam, and then myself going side to side there. And then this is where we get to start to have some fun. Connor, RBNY in 9th.
Uh-huh.
What the hell, man?
Can you really blame me for that?
Yeah.
Did you see their team on paper at the beginning of the season? I don't watch them enough to know that their RBNY2 scraps are going to come in and scrape a playoff spot somehow.
Andrew, how many goals did RBNY forwards end up with in the season?
Honestly, I don't want to look.
Because it can't be more. It can't be more than what, 5 total?
No, Brian White had 5 total.
Okay.
Let me take a look here at.
Jorgensen didn't have any.
Really, Jorgensen barely touched. Every time Jorgensen touched the ball, he kicked it out of it.
No, I know. I'm saying, but that's one striker that didn't do anything. Yearwood had.
Drew Yearwood's a center defensive mid. Calm yourself.
I know. I just assume all these people will play forward.
Danny Royer, if you want to count him, had 4. Barlow had 3.
Okay.
I'm
not really counting Royer.
I wouldn't count Royer either.
All right, so we're at 8.
It looks like they have MLS's back tournament stats in here too. So like Velo has 3 appearances and 1 goal, and then 20 appearances and 1 goal.
Are we counting? I didn't think we were counting Blow as a striker either.
No. I'm just pointing out like there are double names here.
Yeah.
Our third highest scorer is Kyle Duncan.
Mm-hmm.
Unreal.
So all of Red Bull forwards combined have fewer goals than like a bunch of like Pozuelo, Zardes, Rossi.
And we're still 6th in the
Yes, because Kyle Duncan's scoring half your goals.
Hey, I don't care where they come from.
Everybody gets to share in the goal scoring.
That's right, as long as they go in.
Part of the system.
So we'll move on then. Thank you for hating on us, Connor, because your hate motivates us.
Yeah. What I do.
I had Miami at 9th, which is where they finished. I thought they'd be okay. Their signings would come in clutch at certain times, but I think overall, I thought that would have missed the playoffs normally, right? But they got them in just in time. New England pretty low again for Adam at 9. Just another team that you can put them anywhere from 6 to 10, and nobody would be shocked. 8th, New England, DC United, and Philly. Adam, DC United, the lowest of the bunch. What was your thinking?
I didn't expect them to be great this season, but I didn't expect them to be the hot mess that they were. I thought bringing Julian Gressel, I initially thought would be playing the right position, but like I'm still not sure. Well, it was Ben Olsen, but I don't know who's taken over, knows where his best spot is. But like, I mean, we've spoken about it. He lined up as attacking mid, a right back, a left winger at one point. Like, you have arguably the best right back in the league over the last 2 seasons for Atlanta, and you stick him as a 10. Like, sure. And then you're relying on, guys that I've barely heard of to score most of your goals. Like Donovan Pines was like their player of the week for 2 weeks.
Donovan Pines, man.
I love.
Yeah, he's got a big future ahead of him, I think.
But for a team like DC, you kind of expect the more experienced guys to be the ones doing stuff.
I'm really upset that Edison Flores didn't do more. I thought he had a lot more hype around him. Granted, he might not have been surrounded with the right players, and whoever this new coach they bring in, Joe Ellis or whatever.
Yeah. And Paul Arriola was out the whole year too.
Right, yeah, and they had that injury as well. So I think there's a lot that DC United can fix very quickly. I just wish Betty Ball never had to leave. That kind of hurts me a little bit. I put Philly down at 8. I thought Philly just had a really lucky year last year. I got to be honest with you. That the way that they performed last year, I thought was they were very, as I think I've mentioned before, Red Bull 2018. No big names. Nobody really knows what they're doing, but they just creep up that table slowly and surely until, boom, they win the Supporters' Shield, right? I just thought they got lucky, and I thought they were going to fall off and go back to obscurity, which Kasper Shabilko told me to F off, really. And good for them. I mean, Philly is a Red Bull rival for location's sake, right? But I don't got anything against them. I think what Jim Curtin's done there has been very, very good. I think he's done everything right, the right way. The board has given him enough time to do it, and the players have bought into his system. So hats off to him. I think he's done a very good job, and I'm excited to see what that can do going forward.
To be fair, they haven't actually lifted the Supporter Shield. I don't know if you guys saw those pictures on Twitter, but those looked fake as hell.
Hey,
I didn't see it.
Louis Robles raised the Captain America shield. All right, that's
no. They were like computer. Like I don't think they actually.
Oh wait, there wasn't a real. So I thought it was like a paper mache.
The pictures I saw genuinely looked like computer generated.
That'd be really funny.
Trophy that they just like superimposed onto players' arms when they were lifting it. Like, they looked super fake.
That's funny. I like that. Oh, excuse me. I am extremely tired. Let's move into 7th. Miami in 7th by Connor. RBNY by Adam, and then TFC for me. I dropped the top 2 really far down. Connor, talk to me about that Miami pick.
I think Adam got into my head, honestly.
Yeah,
And
mine was more optimism than like realism at that point because I had them in 5th.
yeah, I guess I just expected. A part of me probably also expected Beckham to make a bigger splash for their designated player signing than Gonzalo Higuain, and I think that could have made the difference. Like if they had Cavani, it could have been a different season for them, honestly. But alas, he settled.
I think had those 2 players been there from the start, I think they would have maybe finished a bit higher than they did. Because it took, especially in COVID, like it took time for them to come in, quarantine, then start training after like 3 weeks of being here, then get up to match fitness, then like get into their first game. Like Blaise Matuidi's like they're probably second best player behind Lewis Morgan. Like Gonzalo Higuain's been meh.
Awful.
Yeah. But
I'll never forget when the second he signed, somebody said he was scoring 30 goals.
yeah, that was never happening.
You're kind of bugging.
But we have two Higuains, so like.
And I had an Alex Mavilla at one point.
Twice the Higuains, twice the fun.
I guess. I had TSC really low. I got to be honest with you. I think, you know what drove this? Michael Bradley being injured drove this. And Josie Altidore being always injured and not knowing that Io Akinola existed. That's what drove that decision. So I remember reading that Bradley was out for the beginning of that year, which when we made these predictions meant that he was going to miss like the majority of that year before COVID hit and all the stuff changed. So I thought that was going to hurt them in the early beginnings, and that didn't happen. I have no apologies. I think my prediction was spot on for the time period, and then things changed.
Mm-hmm.
Up into 6th, Connor, you put Philly in there. Adam, you put TFC. I had RBNY because I know how my team performs. I know where they always end up. Adam, tell me about this TFC pick.
I think it was. I mean, I had Miami 1 ahead of them, but take the other 4 teams ahead of them. I think it wasn't an issue of TFC being bad. I think it was the other 4 teams I probably had ahead of them being better. I think that just drove TFC down the list.
I can see that. Yeah. Connor, Philly.
Honestly, I have no idea why I put Philly there. I guess it was just that at the time I thought other teams had more talent on the field. And I just feel like Philly was super consistent. And, it's hard. You don't look at the Philly team and think like, where's their Nico Ladero? Where's their Carlos Vela? Because that player to them is probably Shabilko or Brendan Aronson. So it's not someone that you think is like some league MVP tearing it apart. But they were just so good at like almost every position on the field and just super consistent. And that was an important thing this season, is just being consistent with how crazy things were.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, Brendan Aronson got most of the headlines this year, and rightly so, but I think Montero was equally as good.
Yeah.
I know Brandon Aronson going to get the spotlight and all the media attention because of the move to Europe, and he's a young kid coming through the MLS Academy and blah, blah, blah. But, like, Montero was very good.
He controlled the midfield like they thought Bedoya was going to when they signed him a couple of years ago.
Yeah, like if he doesn't do the job he does as well as he does, then Aronson doesn't have the season he does.
I agree.
Yeah, agreed.
I think Aronson breaking out is huge as well. But I think he was complemented very well with Montero next to him, behind him, whatever.
Yeah, there's a guy for Salzburg, and I will not try to pronounce his name because there's a shot in hell I'm getting it right, but who plays the same position as Montero. So, I wouldn't be surprised if Aronson, once he gets settled and
just slides right in.
Yeah, and does what he does.
For sure. Moving into fourth. I'm sorry, moving into – I'm sorry. I'm still at 5 here. It has been a long day, people.
You're all over the place.
I haven't slept in – God, feels like forever. I was up at 3:30 this morning. I had New England at 5. That's a Bruce Arena effect for me. I thought Bruce was going to take him a little bit higher. And granted, he was right mid-pack, right where I thought he'd be. I undershot TFC and Philly a little bit, but again, you could have put New England anywhere between 5 and 10. I would have agreed with you. Moving on to 4, Atlanta, Columbus, DCU. This is where we start getting a little funny. I agree with, I think, Adam's chat about Julian Gressel. I thought Edson Flores was going to be a lot better. I thought Ola Kamara coming in was going to be really good. I thought Bill Hamid was going to have a better season than he did. I thought the back line was going to do better. I think it's still a little young. I think they still need a little bit of time there. And I kind of bought into the Gressel, Flores, big 3 hype there. And I should have never doubted Benny Ball to ruin that. So that's on me. My apologies. Adam, Columbus, right around where you should have him, which is a pretty good shout by you.
Yeah, I mean, we made this before MLS was back, but I think we could kind of tell the pieces that they had. I mean, Zell Ryan, with the hype he had coming in, seemed like the missing piece in that team. And I know they fell off toward the end of this, the last few games, but it's no surprise that beginning of the season they were good, really good.
We all had NYC at 3. They finished in 5. Not really much to talk about there. Columbus, Philly, Columbus for Connor, Adam, myself. Again, we talked about it. Adam, good shout on Philly there. Or you were buying into the hype there?
Mm-hmm. Always.
Yeah. I mean, I think as an avid Red Bull fan, I should have seen that coming because they had the Red Bull model. Columbus was a pretty easy one to call. Myself and Adam put Atlanta up top before Josef got hurt. That made a little bit of sense to us. But the cream of the crop here, and I'm just going to sit back and let our good friend Scarf of the Week explain how DC United, led by Benny Ball Olsen, topped your predictions list. Please enlighten me.
Yes, they did. And guess what? My prediction was just as bad as yours predictions because you guys predicted the 12th place team to win. I predicted the 13. So we all sucked. But yes.
Relax yourself there for a second because the reason we predicted it was because they had a striker who could score 11 goals in a game. What did DCU have other than Julian Gressel playing right back that made you think they were going to win the league?
I want to pull up. I don't remember exactly. I don't remember who they brought in, but I was excited by who they brought in. I know they brought in Flores. They brought in Gressel. I don't remember if they brought him in last season, but they have Ola Kamara up top, proven goal scorer in the league.
Sure.
Defense probably I should have estimated that they were going to be worse than I thought they would be. But I think really the main problem for DC was Ben Olsen. Once he was out, I mean, the last 5 games of the season, DC was 3-1-1. They started to play a lot better once he was gone. And I think they got the guys on paper that if they had the right coach for this season, they would have been a really good team.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't know if Andrew agrees, but I think the reason we had Atlanta, even if they didn't finish in first, assuming Joseph played, I'm amazed at how losing one player as good as he is, like, you guys suck without him. And we've spoken about it at length the whole season, but like, you shouldn't. Atlanta should be a good enough team where you, even if you take out their talisman, like, they don't just fall apart and don't know how to do anything on either side of the ball, whether it's score or defend. Like, you guys just suck.
All right. Well, so with Atlanta, yes, losing Joseph is going to suck. He's like the heart and soul of the team. But PT was basically non-existent, and then he was sold. So he missed like a chunk of the games at the end of the year. And then Barco was basically non-existent. Not to mention he only started 11 games through the season. So then that's like so PT made 7 starts, Barco made 11. So that's 19 starts out of all 3 designated players on the team for the whole season. That's all 3 combined.
Insane.
So yeah, I mean, they sold all their depth in the offseason. Then their designated players were either hurt, sold, or just basically weren't there. And the new guys just weren't good enough to make up for the guys that they sold. So all of that's going to be a recipe for disaster for them.
Like, Big Jeff's your best player this year.
I mean, Jeff.
Or George Bello. I can't decide.
I want to say John Gallagher.
That's fair. That's probably a good shout.
I want to say
Mo Adams.
I can't remember.
Maybe Franco Escobar.
Who's the winger? The bloody winger.
Jurgen Damm?
No, the other one. The one that you love.
Oh, jeez. Jake Mulroney.
Jake Mulroney. Yes, that's my player of the year. Are we good here?
Yeah, we can move on to the West.
Let's move on.
Let's move on to the West. We don't want to talk more about this. You know what's funny is let me go back. Like I said, point tally wise, Connor, you didn't get a single one spot on, but that makes sense. You put DC United in first.
Does make sense.
Two of them within one. Within one. So that's 4 points, and then 4 of them within 2. That's another 4 points. You finished with 8 points. Not too bad. Adam, 2 of them spot on. 1 of them being Dumpster Fire FC. That's 6 points. 3 of them within 1. That's another 6 points. And 2 of them within 2. That is 14 points total for you.
Not bad.
And myself, I had 2 of them spot on. 1 of them being Red Bull because up the Red Bull. 3 of them being within 1. That gives me another 6 points there. And then 3 of them within 2. That gives me another 3 points. That gives me 15. So after the first round, I'm up by 1.
Damn.
And Connor is nowhere in sight. Over to the West.
All right.
We'll start back down at the bottom where we put San Jose. All of us.
Yeah.
Do we even want to talk about it? Because to be fair,
like it made sense.
Nashville was in there for a little bit until we took them out. So I think somebody with redder hair than most put them at dead last. So do you have anything to say?
I already apologized to Clay when he was on the show. I didn't give them enough credit. They have pleasantly surprised me this year. They still don't excite me the way other teams do, if that makes sense. But like, they get the job done, so I really who am I to criticize them?
What more excitement do you need? A stoppage time winner and decision day to get you?
I'm not saying what they do on the field isn't exciting. I'm saying I don't necessarily look at any of those players and be like, ooh, they have this guy. Like, even their DPs are like.
So what you're saying is they're not Miami. That's literally what you're saying.
No.
Yes.
Because because I've spoken to the players on other teams, not Miami, that even the ones I hype train as a joke, there are players on other teams that excite me. I don't think I can really pick one. Maybe Leal.
What do you mean?
Walker
Number
Zimmerman?
You say Alex
29.
Muil, go away.
Number 29.
Go away.
The GOAT. How does that not excite you?
Go away, because I've seen him play more than once.
You are the worst.
I kind of feel that too, though. Like, I mean,
You know what I mean?
it
Like,
feels like every time Nashville won a game, it was like 1-0.
yeah, which is fine. Like
Yeah, you get
Chelsea
the
did
job
that
done.
for 2 years and won 2 titles. Like, it works. But I want like some flair. I want some like, one guy to like.
You want
do
Inter
something that-
Miami. Just say it.
No,
Just say it.
that's not true.
You keep saying you want flair, but Alex Muil is playing on the wing. I don't
Shut up.
understand.
Oh my lord.
I
They also
don't-
have Dax McCarty in the midfield.
How much more flair do you want?
I do like Dax.
Dax is the man. All right, but that's the Nashville apology. We all had San Jose and Vancouver in the bottom 2 of 3, wherever they ended up being for us. We don't have any explanations for that. San Jose looked awful. They brought back nobody and sold everybody. They shouldn't have finished where they did. And they had Daniel Vega.
And they have Wando, so it works out.
And there you go. That's how it all balances out. Vancouver, same idea. Just awful. Didn't build a good team at all.
And then got rid of more people.
And then got rid of their good players after that.
Mm-hmm.
Down in 10th, Connor and myself put Houston. And Adam, you put RSL.
Yep.
Houston, I think, again, after watching preseason and seeing how awful their dumpster fire back line was, I couldn't even be bothered to put them any higher than 10th there. Talking about RSL.
I mean, we spoke like they got rid of their entire attack. So all the, players that made them exciting, they went for a much younger / semi-unproven strike force. And, that takes time to get accustomed to the league and figure out how to score here, which they didn't do. Like, they have 25 goals for the season. It's, not too great.
So translation, they didn't have Darwin Quintero, so they had to be below Houston.
I mean, Darwin, and I was going to save this for when we got to the top goal scorers and stuff, but Darwin led the league in assists, and Houston won 4 games. So Darwin's doing something right, even if the rest of his team sucks.
Yeah, you're right. That's pretty bad.
The man can't do much more.
Yeah, that's really bad. Yeah, that's really bad. I don't have anything else to say. I'm trying to think of something to say. That's just so bad.
Yeah.
Moving into 9th, RSL for Connor, SKC for Adam.
Yeah, I don't know
Dallas for
what
myself.
I was going. I don't know what I was doing.
You could find that clip and figure out what was going on in your head. 'Cause I'm pretty sure I yelled at you when that happened.
Yeah, and I had Alan Polito as my top goal scorer. So, like, how the hell was that ever going to work?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think Adam just had a
The same
like,
way
what
Darwin
point
Quintero.
is it?
because originally Alan Polito was not your top goal scorer. It was
Yeah.
a team that you put in 11 that was your top goal scorer,
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
which is I think why you changed it, because you're like, oh, I can't do that.
Yeah. Oh, well. Live and learn.
There you go. FC Dallas for me low. I thought that they just didn't. They were going to rely too much on young players. I thought Paxton was hurt going into that year, so their attacking flair was gone.
Did he play this year?
He played a few minutes, but not enough to warrant anything special. Yeah, again, without Pareja at the helm, and they were trying to get new coaches in and stuff. Just wasn't impressed with that roster, and they pulled it out. Connor, with more explaining to do here. Portland at 8.
Man, I don't know what was going through my head at that time when I picked that one. Probably, yeah, I don't know, honestly. Who did they lose again last year? Where it was like, oh, Brian Rodriguez, I think, right?
Maybe, yeah.
I think maybe I was just thinking that Valeri and Blanco getting older, I didn't know if they would still be as sharp this year. And and I didn't know if they'd be able to replace Brian Rodriguez, even though it was a short period that he was here. I mean, he was like on fire when he was playing. I didn't know if they'd be able to replace that, but
We mean
honestly, I don't really have what happened.
Jeremy Abobasi's a baller.
Yeah, because we all predicted Jeremy Abobasi to go off this.
No, I mean Nia's go to head.
Nia's going to play well. Fair.
Yeah, which I think was the more likely option up top. So like,
Yeah,
the person who actually we projected to start actually did well.
yeah. I don't really know why I have them this low. They just happen to be here.
I'm just gonna point out, Andrew, that Niezgoda had as many goals as every Red Bull striker.
Okay.
Okay. Just point it out.
Thanks. Adam, you put Houston down there. That's fine. I put RSO a little bit higher. I thought they were just going to do some Red Bull stuff and pull out something magical with a bunch of youth players. That didn't happen. Connor and Adam, Dallas in seventh. Not a bad shout. I had SKC this low. I thought they were going to recover from that bad year, but I did not think they were going to bounce all the way back. I thought it was going to be, with no Ike, the back line was still going to be a little shaky, right? Tim Melia has kind of declined in the last few years. I thought they'd be better. I thought they'd make the playoffs. They did, but I didn't think they'd win the league or win the conference. So big ups to SKC. Well done. Connor, SKC in sixth, and then Adam and I had our loons, or I shouldn't say our loons. They're my loons. Get off my hype train.
They're not. They were mine, but then they got rid of Darwin.
Yep.
And Mason Toy, so I definitely don't like them.
They're all gone.
There's no reason for me to support them anymore.
Yeah, Minnesota in sixth. They finished in fourth. Again, I think this was more of a factor, at least for myself, of just everybody above them on paper being better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Getting rid of Toy, getting rid of Darwin, Ike being hurt to start that year, right? It was just one of those random ones. In fifth, Hype Train, Colorado, for myself and Connor, which is dead on, and Portland for Adam. Adam, what are you thinking there?
I think I really wanted Colorado to finish higher, and I don't know who I had in third and fourth, but I think I just pushed them down.
Yeah, I think when we get close to the top here, it's just a matter of everybody being just better. It's not a knock on anybody.
Yeah, I think – and Colorado was arguably the hardest hit this season. Like, they didn't play all their games. I mean, they did, but, like, you know what I mean? It took – their schedule was probably the most altered in terms of, like, games canceled, postponed.
Yes.
So I think that was part of it because, teams get into a rhythm every week playing the same days, the same – kind of routinely schedule. When Colorado, has a game one week, then 4 games one week, then no games, like that's tough. But fifth place is solid. I'm okay with that. Next year we build.
Sure, something like that.
Yeah. Shinyashiki started waking up toward the end of the year.
And then in fourth, 2 of us had LA Galaxy. I had LAFC. LA Galaxy. Somebody talk to me about LA Galaxy.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's we got fooled by it's the Galaxy, and therefore they're good. But, like, they're not good.
Yeah, I think we believed a little bit too much in that defense. This is shocking, too, because we predicted Chicharito to not do well, and then we still had him fourth. So I guess Christian Pavone was about to tear the league apart.
Which, I mean, he didn't tear it apart, but, like,
I thought Pavone was going to be a lot better with Chicharito.
Yeah.
I thought they're going to play better together. And then Chicharito decided to be awful.
Bad.
Yeah,
like Christian Pavone still had a good season.
He did.
Yeah. I feel like he can be better, though. That's the thing.
Sure.
And I don't know how much A is up to him, B is up to the Galaxy, but if the Galaxy decided to pay the transfer money to keep him for next year, does he stay? Like, does he want to stay on this team?
I think if you can convince him that we're gonna put people around you, and show him.
But can they? If they spend the $20 million, how much room do they have to then bring in other people? That's the issue with a salary cap in this league with players like that.
Fair.
Like, it's not his fault that Boca's asking for $20 million.
Yeah.
Like, he's worth it. He could go play in Europe for $20 million, and people would probably think that's a ridiculous bargain for him.
Yeah.
So,
That's a conversation for another day, salary cap and MLS, right? And we've talked about that already. But
yeah, but I think the Galaxy kind of just meh.
Sure, yeah.
Like their game plan is to kick it to Pavone and hope something happens. Because their defense isn't stopping anybody. Chicharito's not scoring goals, or when he does, he celebrates like LeBron and thinks he's greatest player in the league.
I saw that. That hurt.
So
You're not that good. You're not good enough to do that.
Scored one goal from like 6 yards out, halfway through. Did they win that game?
They tied that game in the last minute.
Exactly. So
it was a last-minute equalizer and knocked them out of the playoffs. It was brilliant. Oh man, we should spend a whole episode bashing on the Galaxy. Third, Minnesota, Colorado, Portland. We talked about the Colorado hyped. Loons higher. Connor, Loons high?
This is Loons 3?
Yep.
Yeah, Loons high. Why not? What about you? Want me to? Why? Because it's the Loons, and they were good. They were good last year, and I expected them to be good again this year. I mean, losing Ike hurt, but I still thought that they had enough to get them to a third place finish. They still have talented players on that team, and even if they did get rid of Darwin and Mason Toy, I still back them.
Yeah, I mean, it helps when you put Portland at 8.
Yeah, it does. It makes more room for the Loons up top.
Yeah. You know what doesn't make more room for Loons at the top? LA Galaxy at 2. What's up?
Yeah,
man, I don't know. I got to be honest with you, man. I think, again, we talked about I think Pavone and Chicharito, I thought were going to just blow up. I thought they were going to just destroy the league. It didn't happen.
They blew it up, but they blew up their own team.
Because they were bad last season, and their attack kind of carried them. So, yes, their attack is still good, but, like, the rest of the team still sucks. So, I don't know what we were thinking putting them – or you putting them that high.
Yeah.
Like, there was no evidence to say that they were going to be good just because their attack was still maybe as good as last year.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just going to put my hands up and say that's my bad pick. That's my DC United at 1 pick. Sorry.
Fair.
And then at 1, we both had Seattle and then LAFC for Connor. I think LAFC at 1 is fine if Carlos Vela actually plays this season. I have no issues with anything there.
Yep.
To tally that up, Connor, 2 spot on. 2 within 1. That gives you 10. Right? Is that 10? Yep. And then 3 within 1. That gives you 13 points. A nice little rebound out of the East. Add a nothing spot on, unfortunately for you. However, 3 within 1. That's 6 points. And then another 4 that are within 2. That gives you 10 points.
Solid.
And myself, I had 2 of them that were dead on. That's 6. Plus 1 that was in 1. That's 8. Plus another 3 that were within 2. That's 11. To give us a final score, Connor, 3rd place, 21 points. 1st place, 26 points. 2nd place, 24 points. Connor, who's got it?
Who's got what?
Who's got 1st and who's got 2nd? If I said one has 26, one has 24.
Well, seeing as how Adam didn't get any spot on in the West, I'm going to guess you probably got 26.
I did. I'm the best. I'm better than both of you.
Yeah, but I won the Western Conference, and I'll take that one.
Oh, I won the Western Conference. I still finished dead last.
Whatever. It's the small victories.
I'm all right with 24.
That's not too bad. We'll go again next year. We'll go again next season. And we'll go again for the playoffs. We'll see what we can do in the playoffs, right?
My pick for last in the East is already in, so.
Hey, listen, Miami can do all right. They can do better than last.
Whoa.
Whoa. All right, let's finish this up real quick because the Jets are on, and we're about to go 8-8, baby.
Okay.
There goes all the credibility for the podcast.
I'll settle for 1-15 at this point.
All right. Connor, you had some more things we wanted to bring up. We were talking top goal scorer.
Golden Boot.
Goalkeeper of the year and MVP, right? Something like that?
That we were just looking at.
Oh, my Connor.
Hold on.
You had an hour to prepare.
I thought we were just looking at Golden Boot. Okay. While I do that, why don't we look at fantasy? Because that's fun now, right?
Well, I haven't looked at fantasy. We can do fantasy. I haven't looked at fantasy.
Let me do this.
I haven't looked at fantasy in probably 4 weeks.
So I will pull up fantasy. But do we know if fantasy continues into the playoffs?
It does not. I believe we're done.
Okay. Well, I can tell you of the three of us, I definitely won.
I can tell you I definitely came in last.
I don't know. Let's find out. In our league, where are we?
I had $11 million in salary remaining.
Solid. Oh,
I could have made a good team out of that.
Our league winner is gross. I mean, we know who it is.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Anderson. Guy's been in first place for
ever and a day.
Probably the whole season, yeah. So ended with 1,329 points. So congrats to him. Let's see. I finished in 15th.
Not bad.
With 1155. Which I'll take.
Yeah.
Solid. Let's see. And then we scroll down. Connor in 22nd with 1134. And scroll.
You gotta go real. You gotta go
I was about to say scrolling.
Yeah, I'm 36.
36th with 1,001 point is Andrew. Yeah, 85 points this week.
Yeah, I know. I had a really good week. That's what probably bumped me up as high as it did. Because I had Kevin Molina still in my team. Jordan Morris captain, Duncan 7, Pineda 9, Zarda 7, Mackay Stevens 10, and Coleman 9.
Yeah. How'd you guys do overall?
Oh man, I don't even want to look. Actually, not too bad. Top 1,500, so I'm 1,496.
Okay. What about the Red Bull League?
Red Bull League, I finished 59th overall.
Solid. Out of how many?
945.
Yeah.
So I wasn't too bad there. Seeing red, I finished in 6th. Yeah, I know you finished in 3. I see you there.
Yeet. Because I have one stupid loss.
Yeah. Was it to me? Did I beat you?
No.
EMLS, I finished in 51st. Yeah.
Let's say overall I finished in 446th, so top 500, best finish ever. Inter Miami, I finished in 7th overall out of 760 people.
Not bad.
Not too shabby. And then the EMLS, I finished in 28th.
Not too bad.
Seeing red, I finished in 3rd.
Yeah. So I'm surprised. That's the reason I don't like head-to-head, because once half the people stop playing, everybody just wins.
And that was most of my wins were just the other guy
didn't play, or his team was over and he didn't check.
Yeah.
So Connor, how we doing?
I'm back, and I wish I wasn't because I hate X.
All right, give me something to start with.
All right, so we did predictions for Golden Boot, Golden Glove, Newcomer of the Year, and MVP. Do we want to do this like the bold predictions?
Yeah,
do I
do
just
it like the
read?
bold
Read them out.
predictions.
Go
Read
for
them
it.
out,
Alright.
and we'll all put a name to it.
Newcomer of the Year, Rodolfo Pizarro.
I mean, that was me. Nailed it.
That was Andrew.
No way.
It was
Wait.
you.
Well, that didn't work.
Right after you, in fairness, right after you said that, Adam said, "Can my pick and Pizarro tie?" And I think we gave it to him. So Adam technically is a tie for Newcomer of the Year. I don't know if that's legal, but
I don't even remember who I picked, so
you'll find out.
no.
Anyway,
The Jets just
M-
went up 7-0. So
MVP Josef Martinez.
Yeah, well, that's pre-injury. That was me and Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was easy.
Okay. I'm gonna check these off so I don't duplicate them. The Golden Glove for Tyler Miller.
Andrew.
No, that wasn't me. No, it was me. It definitely was me. Yeah, because I had the Loons high. And I thought, yeah, because I don't think I'd put it anywhere else. I thought Tyler Miller was just going to go into Minnesota with Iguapar in front of him and just close shit out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Tyler Miller was me.
No. Who did
It
I?
was.
Oh, did I put Stephen Fry? I probably put Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for you to hear yours.
But Brad Guzan.
It's probably Brad or it's like Sean Johnson or something stupid.
Let's get a stupid one out of the way.
Oh, Lord.
Newcomer of the Year, Edson Flores.
Oh, Lord.
Connor, what's up?
That's got to
Yeah,
be
that
That's
was
got to be
me.
Connor.
That's
You're
gotta
going
be
to
Connor.
DC one. That's Connor.
Yep.
Yeah, that was me. So Golden Boot, Josef Martinez.
That's probably both of us again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was both of you again.
I mean,
Adam just copied me for a lot.
yeah.
Golden Boot, Giassi Zardes.
We know that's you. Skip.
Yeah, we know that one. We'll skip that one. Golden Glove, Stephen Fry.
Yeah, I think that's got to be me.
That's you.
That was Adam.
Really?
Just
Who did
tell
you
me
pick?
who this golden. There's no way I didn't pick Stephen Fry.
You
No,
did
you know
not
what? I
pick
think I was
Stephen
gonna.
Fry.
I was gonna pick Stephen Fry, and then Adam picked him. I said, okay, I'm gonna do something different, and I would
David
probably
Jensen.
go with. Hold on, I'd probably go with.
David Jensen.
In
No,
fairness, you mentioned both of the guys we picked. You were like, oh, I was debating between both of them.
I probably put in. If I had to be completely honest, if I were to pick right now, either I'm gonna put 3 in there.
Okay.
Either Andre Blake,
Okay.
Quinn Westberg,
Uh-huh.
or Steve Clark,
Okay.
or Tim Million. Probably, I might have thrown Tim Million in there for fun.
Let's go with another stupid pick before we get to yours.
Oh, Lord.
MVP, PT Martinez.
That's you.
That's me.
Yeah, that's definitely you.
That was brutal.
Wait.
That's a tough one to say.
Who did you say was MVP?
Me, PT.
I'm sorry. I don't know who that is.
That's a
Gosh.
really bad, bold choice.
Yeah.
Is that South American?
Was it really that like awful of a choice at the beginning of the season?
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, I think we were
You could maybe.
Sure.
That's South American Player of the Year, PT Martinez.
To you, sir.
Yeah, which PT are we talking about?
Yeah.
here?
Wait a minute. I don't know who PT Martinez is.
That's South American Player of the Year.
I think you mean Saudi Arabian PT Martinez.
Exactly.
What you're thinking.
Carter,
Okay.
tell me who my Golden Glove pick was.
No, I'm saving that for last. There's one more.
Room.
Newcomer of the Year, Zelarayan.
That's me.
Yeah,
That is you.
all right.
and
Did any of
then
the 4 that I mentioned, did they make it, or did I do something really stupid?
we are down to the last one, which is Andrew's pick for Golden Glove, and I can tell you right now, You have not guessed your Golden Glove
You're
yet.
lying.
No, I swear to
You're
God.
absolutely bugging.
Do you want me to like give you a hint? So
Give
you
me
can
a
try
hint, because I don't think
Okay.
this is real.
Western Conference, if that helps, or if you want something more specific.
No, Western Conference I can work with. I didn't say. Oh no! Did I say Brian Rowe?
No.
Oh God! Thank God. No, I wouldn't. If I said Daniel Vega, I'm off the podcast. So that definitely didn't happen.
He's not Daniel Vega.
No. I don't know.
You picked, drum roll, Clint Irwin.
From Colorado. I think that's the pick of the year. That's
That has to be my influence.
because that's exactly what it was. I was gonna pick one of your two, and then I
Yeah.
said screw it, just to jump on the hype train with Adam. Clint Irwin from Colorado, who I think
Love it.
played 4 games all year.
Fine.
Oh, Jets are losing. Good.
Yep.
Hold on, let me just check real quick before we end this. Who scored? Clint Irwin. Colorado Rapids. Yes, he played 4 times all year. 1 in the MLS's back tournament, 3 in the regular season.
How many clean sheets?
Oof. 17?
That in 4 games? That's damn impressive.
Yeah.
That's just how good he is.
Yeah. I cannot tell. Hold on, let me double check here. Colorado when he played. I'll get back to you on that. Let me let you know. So that is easily the pick of the episode.
I think the only one that really didn't have any super bad picks that I can think off the top of my head is Adam.
I'm a smart boy sometimes. Rare
Yes.
occasion.
So he had 0 clean sheets. So I was close.
Golf scoring.
But I tried. I failed, but I tried.
You tried.
I did. I tried.
Who did get Golden Glove?
That's a good question, actually.
I think. Oh my God. You guys want to take a guess? I think this might be it. From what I've seen so far, take a guess at who it is.
I'm assuming it has to be Andre Blake, right?
Hold on.
Well,
Oh, it's not Andre Blake.
No, I was
It's
gonna
not
say he
Andre.
got the MLS's back one.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
This is so MLS. This is the most MLS award I think all season.
Tell me something like Brad Guzan or something. That wouldn't be it. It'd be what's his face? Gillespie from Orlando.
No,
Really?
it's not Gillespie. He didn't actually get that many clean sheets.
Really?
Where is he? He's not. Where is he? How's he not on here?
Are you looking at the wrong one?
No, I'm on MLS's website. Gillespie got 3 shutouts all year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Daniel Vega got the same amount of shutouts.
All right. Well, on that note,
The same amount? He got the same amount?
Yeah, as
bro, I thought you said he won Golden Glove. I was turning this off.
no.
I wasn't dealing with that. No, I would not deal with that sort of blasphemy.
I was about to do the outro right there.
Oh my God, I would have lost my mind.
No. All right.
Oh, goodness,
we over the guessing. You ready for the answer?
Are we gonna say? Yeah, I mean you can tell me. I'm gonna try and look it up here real quick.
Okay. Oh, well, I can let you try them. Oh, are you gonna look it up after I tell you?
Yeah, well, I'm looking it up now, so you can tell me while I look it up.
All right, your Golden Glove winner, I believe, is Joe Willis.
Joe Willis in Nashville. God, that's disgusting.
Damn, you're not even close.
That's so dumb.
I told you,
is-
that's the most MLS award of the season.
That's
Joe Willis is your Golden Glove.
Nailed it.
That makes me so angry. That makes me so angry.
I don't
actually,
even know.
No, I'm happy for that. Big ups, Joe Willis, top lad.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against
Well
it,
done
but-
to work your way through Houston and get yourself onto Nashville. Put up a whole bunch of clean sheets toward the end of the year. Good for you, son. Well done.
That's right.
Awesome. All right. Now that I almost had a breakdown here. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you made it this far and enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and leave us a like and a rating wherever you get your podcasts. We do like to have a lot of fun on this show, and we hope you enjoyed with us. Go ahead and follow us anywhere you get your podcasts and on all forms of social media, right? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all the works. Other than that, go ahead and tweet us something if you made it this far saying hashtag Joe Willis. Sure. And I don't know. Anybody else got anything else to say?
He may not have won it this year, but front runner for Golden Glove next year is Daniel Vega.
Let's go away.
Stop. All right. On that note, let's go Jets, and see you all next week. Bye.